discovering. Okay, maybe I should start all over. My name is Lawrence Enebeli. I'm also called Lorenzo and Lorenzo the Great. I've been in business for, this is my 16th year, and I bring along a lot of experiences when they are required. But today, we want to introduce the backend demo by our lead coach, Itwen. But before doing that, it's essential we create some updates and background. Genius Investors is a research team. We find investments and opportunities that make sense, that are legal and credible in the technology space. And when we find one, we first of all test it with our own personal resources, personal and collective resources. And then when it proves to be strong and good, we now bring it to share to our friends, associates, mentees, and the like. So in doing that over the years, we discovered tag markets as way back as about 20 months ago. All right, and since then, they've been consistent. And today, the story is that when we met them, there were less than 80,000 active traders in their ecosystem. Actually, 40. They are trying to double it to 80,000 at the time. So that's about 20 months ago. So today, we're over 1 million. So you can imagine the growth that has taken place in less than 2 years. From less than 80,000 active traders to currently over 1 million. And then our last trading volume for the month was 720 billion. That's for the month of June. 720 billion in volume of trade under our preferred broker called Tag Markets. So today we want to address those who are new or not so new, but who find it difficult to know how to make sense out of the back end. You know, the business we do is a business of sleeping allowance, basically. We contribute to a pool, and this pool is traded on by an expert, a pool of funds, that is, and it's traded on gold versus dollar by an expert team called Sonic. Sonic needs a license, and Tag Markets provides a license. And the rest of us whose money are in that pool, we get 24x amplified account or 12x amplified account. And trading on it is done not by us, but by Sonic team on all of us behalf. And when profit is scored, 70% of the profit on a 24x account or on a 12x account is yours. While 30% is kept for the liquidity providers who provided the 12x or the 24x real money amplified on your money, and of course the trading expert Sonic. Tag Markets gets their brokerage. By every trade, you need to pay a trading fee, whether you're losing the trade or you're winning the trade. Luckily for us, our preferred trading partner, Sonic, in the CopyX strategy, they have 87% winning trade, and that's on record. They are experts, or let's say number one in the world currently for a long time now, in the category called low risk, low reward trading of gold versus dollar. And they've been doing that for 15 years. So if you're hearing all this for the first time, and you want to make sense out of it, we'll invite you to our sessions on Thursdays, 8 p.m. West African time. Another one, Fridays, 11 a.m. West African time. And the last one for the week, on Saturdays, 5 p.m. West African time. The Saturday one might change, but this Saturday we're still doing it at 5 p.m. West African time. I mean, the time might change subsequently. So that's where you get the full gist for new people. I just tried to do a summary. So for today's business, we have an expert who knows how to show us what happens at the back end. His name is Coach Itwen. He studied marine. He's experienced in marine and also an expert in blockchain technology, making it simple and simpler for ordinary folks. So you take us through, of course, I forgot. He's also a 3.5 CPA qualifier. What that means is that his team and the team he leads are consistently bringing in $200,000 and above in additional funds on a monthly basis after applying the 50% rule. And if you understand the 50% rule, it means that you are doing well over $400,000 of fresh deposits by the team you lead. I mean, over $400,000 fresh deposit in a month, in a calendar month by the team led by Itwen. So this should give you perspective to listen. And if you have questions, the comment box is there after he finishes. So please pay attention as I hand you over to distinguished coach Itwen Indioho. Itwen, our guests would like to hear from you.
Thanks so much, Coach Lorenzo, for
Yes.
the encomiums. It's great doing this. It's fun doing this business. All right. It's legit and credible options available to anyone out there who's looking for passive income, right? So if you're here and you have already joined in, congratulations. My responsibility today is to show you how to take the opportunity beyond just checking for your what you've earned every single day, right? Because there are people who come into this opportunity and take it like a business. Some people grow careers out of it, okay, and others change it entirely in such a way that is beneficial and give them a sense of purpose in their life journey, right? Okay, so first things first, I would share my screen and then we go to. So, could Lorenzo confirm you can see my screen?
Yes, yes, I can
Yeah.
see.
So, each and every one of us came in here through the AiTech portal, which manages the community entirely, and then it gives you access to the three projects we have in the ecosystem, which is CopyX, and that's Tag, and Bit1 Crypto Exchange, which is the crypto exchange, and also the wallet card. Okay, so Bix Wallet and the debit card, which gives you an opportunity to spend your money. Okay, so a simple summary of this whole back office is that you manage your teams, you manage your communities, you manage your bonuses, and then you manage everything that is everything in respect of the system. Okay, this has nothing to do with your investments. It just manages the system. So you came in through here, and if you decide you want to expand this, you have to bring in your business associates through this same method. Okay, and one very important thing you need to consider is your referral link. Okay, your referral link. And you can always get your referral link when you log on, because when you log on, the default page is the profile page. So this is what you're definitely going to be seeing when you log on, either with your mobile or your computer. Okay. So this partner link is the link you want to get, because this is the link that everyone will need to get into this ecosystem. So you may want to copy it out so that you don't make a mistake. The copy button is here, is always here. You want to copy it out and save in your notepad or your where you keep your notes, your WhatsApp. You can send it as a WhatsApp message to yourself and then start that message. Because as you get to expand, the more people will be interested, and there's some people that want to join right away. There's some people that want you to give them the tips in order for them to get started. Okay, and so you want to copy that out and then keep. Okay. There's not much of a difference between the client link and the partner link. It's just that the client link is for people who are not interested in expanding the business. Okay. So they don't have a referral link. They register with your client link and they don't have a referral link. But if it happens that along the journey, they see the benefits of having to expand, there's usually a button, and so this is for everyone that may have registered with a client link in this call. There is a button somewhere around here. I'm going to cycle that area. There'll be a button somewhere around this area asking you to convert from a client to a partner. And once you click the conversion, then a partner link is already generated, and then you can go ahead and share that with your prospects. All right, so that partner link is very important. You pick it up and then you share it with your prospects, and that gives them an opportunity for them to join your business. Another aspect in terms of expanding this business to your prospect is the smart funnel. It's a smart funnel. And with the smart funnel, it gives you access to data. So there are people who on the go who understand your what you're doing, and they say, look, okay, I'm in a rush. I would like to analyze the data that you have presented later. Okay, so you need to pick up this smart funnel and send it to them. So what the smart funnel does is that it contains the links to Sonic's track record, how the business is, how money is made, and what's in the benefit for you. Okay, so everything in terms of PowerPoint presentation, videos, and track records, websites of evidences, and everything is contained in this smart funnel. And one fantastic thing with this smart funnel is that it has a button that drives the person, okay, or redirects the person to your registration link page. So the person is interested after studying all what he has seen in the site. If the person is interested in the opportunity, then the person just clicks on that links and get registered without having to come back to you. So you want to have these two sites, web pages available to you at any time, saved in your notes. So please always copy them down and click there, saved in your notes. Okay. All right. So going with that, you joined and you registered, you went straight into CopyX. So for those who are here and have not joined CopyX, this section of the page will be showing register, meaning that you need to register to CopyX. As our business is expanding or as the ecosystem is expanding, the exchange is already live. So most of you came in and you were only interested in tag, but I want to let you know that there's an exchange where you can now start to store your cryptocurrency and earn from storing your cryptocurrency or doing any form of transactions in that ecosystem, right? And so just like this account has not yet registered, you can see the account hasn't registered. For those that have registered, you will see login. This place now changes to login. So again, it's just the same password that you use for AiTech and that you use for CopyX that you just need to put in here, and it synchronizes your account. You just need to go to the email to check for verification, just to validate that you have done that transaction, and then you are good to go regarding use of the exchange. If you've used exchanges like Binance, it's just simple. It's almost like the same interface. But again, just as it's been explained in the business, you earn from people in your businesses, your business associates, your team members, you earn from them doing transactions on that ecosystem. All right, going forward towards the wallet. So you can see that the wallet is now available. I think we've expanded this, so everybody needs to go and check. You will see further updates on the group, on our WhatsApp group, on how to access and get yourself registered. So the virtual wallet is now available. You first of all download the app and then come back here, register, do a scan, okay, of a code in here, and then you are able to synchronize and start and have access to start to use the wallet. But just be on standby. More information and a video presentation will be done to guide you properly into getting access to your cards. Okay. So that is just about the interface regarding the profile. Okay, so like we said, we manage everything regarding rewards, team building, and all that. Okay, so if you want to go through these aspects of the back office, you have your wallet. So wallet is where you receive your rewards. Okay, so all the rewards available to you are the lot commissions, the profit sharing, the CPA, and if there is Sonic shares, Sonic shares was available about twice in the past 4 months, and you get to see them here. So we have an opportunity for those that are building teams. We have an opportunity to earn extra beyond the 70% that we get from trades being done every single day, and that is in team building. Okay, and of course team building is done there's a specific way to do the team building. We'll have a different session regarding that, but just to summarize, it's always a 50-50 rule regarding team building, and it means that for every time you're building your team, you should ensure that the total volume that is required for you to meet the levels, okay, 50% of that volume does not come from one person. More than 50% doesn't come from that person. Okay, so wallet is where you get to withdraw your rewards. So you can see this account has been enjoying some fruitful rewards every week. So you can see on the July 18th, 7 days before, there was also rewards coming in. 2 weeks before, there was always rewards coming in. So this is being paid on Saturday. So minus the rewards that come in from your daily profits, okay, minus the rewards that come in from your daily profits, you get to earn this every Saturday. So those that are building teams are not only looking forward to Monday, Fridays. They are looking forward to Saturdays because they get to earn from their hard work, all right? Expanding the business for Tag. So just a little bit expansion on the rewards. We have the profit share. If you can remember during the presentation, okay, when this was pitched to you, clear the old drawings. Okay, so 25% of the profits withdrawn from your balance, okay, 25% of the profits withdrawn are shared 10 levels deep. So you have 2.5 on each level. So if you are building a team, this team has just 2 levels. So you can see that it's enjoying the 2.5 from both levels. Okay, so you can see the 2.5 total deposits that have been done in that period, the profits made, withdrawn, and then 2.5 of those profits gives you what this account is earning for last week. Okay, so this is the profit overview for last week. This person went home with $156 on profit sharing. We also have lot commissions. Okay, so lot commissions, again, the tag earns commissions from every trade that is being performed by Sonic, whether they lose the trade or they win the trade. Okay, they earn lot commissions for there. And for every $14 on each lot commission, and they share 60% with you, 10 levels deep. So 60% of the 14 will roughly get to about 8 point something dollars. And then they share it in commissions per lot. So there's a table. I will show you the table where the first level is $2, second level 1.5. And if you have 10 levels deep, okay, so if the 10 levels or 10 generations deep, if you have that, then you have a possibility of earning from each and every one who is trading with Sonic. Okay, so that's on lot commissions. And then another one, which is quite lucrative, is the CPA. So CPA is cost per acquisition. Okay, so cost per acquisition means that while you're building your team is coming in with volume. Okay, and if you build the volume properly in a way that Tag has told you to build the volume, you get rewarded for it every month. Every month. Okay, you get rewarded for that. And the reward is if you have direct deposits that have done 10,000 in that calendar month, you earn 1% of the value that had been brought in. Okay. If your team performance has done over 50,000, so you can see 50,000 here. If your team performance have done over 50,000, then you get 2% of the total money being provided. Right, every month. So you can hit it this month, you can hit it the next month. As long as you keep expanding, no matter what it is you do, as long as you keep expanding, no matter what it is you do, you'll be earning from that every single month. Okay, sorry, let me just mute this. Okay, so every single month. Yeah, so people have audacious targets. So people are doing quite well. Some people are on 3.5, some people on 5%. The possibilities are enormous, right? So if you're out there, you love to show people something that is legal and credible. You love talking to people. You love networking, right? You love showing people things that are credible, legal, or you're helping people solve their financial needs by providing an alternative way for them to earn income passively. Okay, you have an opportunity here to be earning something every single month in dollars. Okay, so the rule here is that once you start to build a team, because the first one, the 1% CPA is just your direct lines, your first level. Okay, the team performance is now looking towards not only your first level, but for people under you, under your first level. So your second level, your third level, your fourth level, that is where the team performance comes in. Okay, and so the 50% rule is saying that if you require a volume of 200,000, for example, so this 3.5 CPA means that you should have generated 200,000 from your entire team in the month. Okay, and so what it means is that if you've generated 200,000 from the entire team, 100,000, which is 50%, should not come from more of that shouldn't come from one team. Okay, so the maximum one team will get is 100,000, and then the rest is spread across other teams. If that team, if it's 200,000 you're expected to get, and the team has 105, then that means you're not meeting up with the 50-50 rule. Okay. So we already have people in the team on this call who have already hit 5% CPA. They've brought in 1 million. We also have people that have done within our team who have done 40 million. Okay, they've already finished the 7.5, and that's the maximum. They finished the 7.5 CPA, and then they are looking forward to the rewards every month. So they're definitely going to get a percentage worth of what they have brought in that volume given to them as thanks for expanding this business for us. So those are the three ways you can earn from your expanding the business. Okay, remember that this is optional. Okay, this is actually optional. You're not expected to do it if you don't want to do it. But for those that have taken that decision that they want to do it and have put in every form of intention, they're earning money every Saturday. Okay, so those are the commissions that is available for you to earn. So this dashboard just gives you again what you're expected to get in the month. It will always be recalculated at the end of the month to give you the actual value. Okay, so before we round up with incentives, I would like us to visit Tag. Okay, because again, most of us have our focus on Tag. Meanwhile, we have other businesses up and running. So Tag is where we are making the money every single day. Tag is where we're making the money every single day. Where is this? Okay, so you go to your profile, you scroll down, you click on log into CopyX, and then it opens up the Tag portal. Okay. So I believe everyone here on this call, let's see. Okay. So everyone here on this call is probably earning something. You receive something today. Okay. Please, if you receive something today, this morning, please, can I have your emoji? Just give me a simple emoji. Let me know who and who are having that. So I see one hand up there. For those that are earning this. Okay, so okay, so you can hear me, right? Am I audible? Can you hear me? Is anyone hearing? Okay.
Yes,
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 you're
yes.
loud and
You are
clear.
audible. Yes,
Okay,
We
yes.
hear you.
right. Thank you. Okay, thanks for that. Okay, so you have
Yes,
that.
can hear you.
Yes, thank you. So you're earning daily from Tag, right? So again, you need to understand how your Tag backend works, and you need to understand what you need to do to maximize it. Okay. So on your dashboard, we have done series of videos for the little steps you need to do to start up and then start enjoying your rewards. So whether it's about depositing, whether it's about linking the strategies or connecting to your MT5 or putting in your withdrawal methods, we all have the videos of these recorded and stored on our tag group. So if you don't have access to the tag group, just make a request that you want access to the to the Telegram group, and it will be put in there for you so that you can log into the Telegram group and watch those videos. Okay, because I'm going to skip through most of those actions. Okay, so of course, that's the profile. This is the dashboard. You really don't have much to do here apart from probably to click the deposit button and to see at a flash what you have on your balance. Okay, you want to pay a lot more attention to CopyX. So for CopyX, this is where you decide to pick the strategies. Okay, so juniors investors have recommended Sonic, okay, because of their low risk, low reward, and capital preservation strategy. All right, but more experienced traders who come in can decide to take advantage of the leverage the fund giving to them to choose any of these other 60 or 59 traders here. Okay, some people have gone on with new FX, others have chosen whatever it is they want to change. So again, you need to do your research properly before you go to any other one. But Genius Investors have provided you adequate information to let you know that going with Sonic means you're working with the best in the world in terms of low risk, low reward trading with gold. Okay. If you have already had your investment, then you want to go to the followers hub. Most people actually miss that when they are on a mobile phone because the followers hub will not be visible. You only see the symbol of the head or the icon of the head, right? You only see the icon. So followers hub gives you an idea of where you have your investments. Okay, so this is where you have your investments, and you can get to see your investments here. If you have not set up your MT5 account, please go to the Telegram group and then look for the videos on how to set up your MT5 accounts. The MT5 provides you a simple get quick dash of whatever it is you are earning. Okay, you can get to see what you're earning every day. You can you can toggle some buttons to see what you're earning in terms of frequency or profits or deductions, deposits or commissions. You can do that. Okay, but when you want to do a serious business on your investments, then you come to the back end in terms of tag. Okay, and then once you click on strategies now gives you an idea of what you want to do. So are you going to be reinvesting? Do you want to deposit new money, or you want to withdraw your profits or your capital? Okay. Um, of course, if you want to top up on your excuse me, if you want to top up on your existing capital, all you need to do is deposit money in using the normal deposit methods of Naira if you have a Naira account, or crypto if you have a crypto wallet, and then you click on the deposit button here. Okay, you click on the deposit button here, and then it takes whatever balance you have here and deposits it into your existing strategy. That's what it does. Okay, that is basically what it does. The minimum deposit is $10 again, so it deposits on $10. It doesn't take in the fractions, so you need to have more than $10 in order to top up on an existing account. Yeah, if you want to withdraw your profits are withdrawable every single time you want to withdraw them. Every single time you want to withdraw, you have the opportunity to withdraw as long as it's up to $10. Okay, so you can withdraw your profits out. So I'll just initiate a withdrawal here. So you can see this 14.31, right? So we initiate a withdrawal and then the withdrawal goes. Okay, so if I refresh my screen over here, which I'll probably just do later on, you get to see the balance of the 14.1. Okay, and then I can also withdraw that $14 out of the system. As long as it's up to $10, the withdrawal action will be successful. Okay, for those who probably had gotten in and kept the capital for a certain purpose and are now need their capital, you must ensure that your capital stays for 30 days before you are able to withdraw it. Okay, it must stay for 30 days before you're withdrawing. And for you to get to see the timer, once you click on the withdraw button, the initial view is on profits. So all you need to do is click on deposits, and then you can see the capital there. So for example, it shows you here that this $5,000 is eligible for withdrawal. So you can see here the countdown is done from 30 to 0, and it's now eligible for withdrawal, and you can withdraw every single thing if you want to withdraw every single thing. Okay, you can do that. All right. So that is on that. So that can happen to any accounts, any of the accounts here. You can get to see each of them have their own eligibility in terms of withdrawal, and you can get to see that here. Okay. So one very important aspect you need to learn here is that for some of us here, we have our profits and we are not doing anything with our profits. Okay. That's not a very, very fantastic decision in terms of financial management. All right. So if you have profits that are idle doing nothing, you need to understand the law of compounding. Okay. Okay. If you need to understand that, and he who understands it earns quite well, and he who doesn't understand it, okay, pays dearly for it. Okay, so compounding is very, very easy. You can decide to choose your strategy of compounding. You may want to compound every month. You may want to compound every week. You may want to compound every day, or you may want to compound every trade. So you have those 4 different compounding options available for you. Of course, compounding every per trade generates you more over a long period of time than compounding with any of the other options. So you have more money over time and it's increasing, or it decreases with from trade to day to week to month to years, depending on however it is you want to do. So compounding is very simple. All you need to do is click on the reinvest button. Okay, so if you click on the reinvest button, whatever it is that you have there as your rewards, you can just click a button and then reinvest it inside there. Okay, and let's see, we have an account that has something fleshy. Okay, so reinvestment, I think reinvestments have been done into these accounts. Let's see. Okay, so I think we can reinvest 0.72, 0.72, and then let's see if it would go. Okay, so minimum investment is $1. You need to have $1 at least in order to do your reinvestment. But you can reinvest per trade and reinvest every time. The fantastic thing about reinvesting is that once you click the reinvest button, whatever capital it is you have, okay, is multiplied by 24 and it's added to the initial capital you have there. So it means that you're earning quite more by making your profits work for you. Okay. If you had come to our earlier presentations, you would have shown. Please, a minute. I have just let me just sort out something. A minute, please. Thanks for waiting. Sorry, I needed to sort out some things. Okay, so where were my train of thoughts again? So reinvesting, like we said, you have the opportunity to reinvest because for every time that you're reinvesting, you have a multiple of 24. If you have an account running on 24x, that means as you continue reinvesting, you have 24x running into that account every time you're doing your reinvesting. So it pays a lot to reinvest and then and watch your profits grow. So we'll put back this money. Remember, we had removed roughly about $14 out of the first account. So we can put into any account. Let's work with, let's pick the last one and then deposit it there. So that is 14.31. Okay, no, so it's going to take 14. It doesn't take the fractions. And then you click 14 and then it's deposited, right? So the $14, if you have looked at, if you notice my initial capital, it has increased by $14 and also my balance has increased. So the fantastic thing about it is that when Sonic is going to carry out his trade tomorrow, it's going to take into consideration my new balance running. All right, so that's on compounding. If you want to play a little bit with your account, you can always go to check your trades. So if you click on your trades, it shows you what you have been earning over time on each particular account. You can filter the accounts to choose the right one you want. Okay, so this is the representation of all the accounts I have here. So I can click on this and it shows me what I've been earning on this account. So we just did one trade today. Okay, fantastic. Some days we do two, like you can see here. The day before we did two trades, and both trades were in profit. All right. And you can decide to filter as much as you want to filter. Okay. Again, just a reminder to those who have not actually studied this back end very well. Once you come to this back end, please always avoid the stop button. Please, you may use mobile phones and your fingers may be quite big, and this is usually a very, very small aspect in when you are looking at it through your mobile phone. But as much as possible, try to avoid pressing the stop button because when you press the stop button, it stops your trade from actually, it stops your account from actually trading. So that strategy is not going to be trading for that day, and then you lose whatever funds it is you need to lose. Most people have made complaints of not receiving their profits by when they check their MT5 account. This may be a likely reason. But just in any case you happen to press the button, all you need to do is just go to the inactive tab because once you stop it, it becomes inactive. So you go to the inactive tab, click on it, you will now see an opportunity for you to resume the trade. And once you click resume, it now goes back to active. That's it. All right. So that's everything regarding the CopyX aspects. Of course, if you are withdrawing your profits, which everyone wants to, because they want to enjoy their proceeds. So once you withdraw, each time you withdraw, it is reflected in your balance. So once you withdraw, the money comes to your balance, and it's only when it's in your balance that you can take it out of the system. Okay, it's only when the profit is in your balance you can take it out, and it's only when your balance has some money in it that you can reinvest. So if you have to use, if you want to create a strategy or top up your money, you must need to have money in your balance, which you actually do using the bank deposits or crypto deposit process. And if you want to withdraw, you must ensure that there is balance. Your balance has that figure you want to withdraw, and that can be done by withdrawing your profits or your capital. Okay. And so when you want to withdraw, you go to your Tag wallet. So it's a very simple process. We also have a video of having to create uh, put in your various options. If for Nigeria, okay, and region of Africa, we use crypto because crypto is the easiest and fastest way to have your profits withdrawn. So all you need to do is click on the withdrawal, but first, you need to ensure that you already have a crypto account running. So this crypto account is already there. You can decide to use Boka app for Android, and then Busha app or Luno or Binance for Apple devices. Anyone is okay as long as it gives you a crypto address. So you put in that crypto address and the system recognizes it. The system recognizes it. Yeah, okay. So once has been settled in, you click withdrawals. So withdrawals will pick up any value you have here. So this 0.31 is a reflection of this 0.31 you're seeing up there. And once you're ready, you just put in the figures you want to put in, right? So if I had enough of this, I'll put in this. Submit the request. It will ask you to just cross-check, confirm. When you confirm, you can then select the crypto wallet you want, and then you send it out. We've already done a video on withdrawal. Okay, so you can check that video on the Telegram group, and that will help you sort out any issues regarding withdrawal. Okay, so we are done with Tag. All right, we are going to definitely go back to AiTech portal. And the reason why we are going to AiTech portal is that there's a lot happening right now that you really want to take advantage of. Okay, and we are starting first with the events that is happening right now. So if you're not aware, okay, GI is there's an event happening in Thailand, and that is the last global event for the year. So GI is planning to go there in a big style, okay, in a big way, and in a way that will benefit each and every one of the team members. Okay, you can go to your back end, you check the event section. So in your back end, you have the event section here. You check the event section, and then you can see the Thailand tickets. They are available for you to buy. Of course, you buy the tickets, and it then helps in generating your processing for your visa. All right. So if you click on it, you have all the various tickets that are available for you. There's the gold, platinum, and the VIP. Juniors Investors is taking the opportunity to get the VIP because it's on a discounted rate of buy 10, you get 2 free, and buy 20 to get 5 free. So what it means is that if you're taking any of those tickets, you have an opportunity to pay roughly 16% less than what you would have paid if you are going to buy it alone. Okay. And so you may want to take advantage of that. At the last count, we had just only I think about 2 tickets left, 2 slots left to complete the batch. And if any of those slots are filled, then we'll now have to look for the next batch. And if you can't make up a batch, then people will just have to go and purchase the ticket individually. The VIP makes a lot of sense because you're not just going to be sitting in front, you're going to meet with owners of the company, you're going to be able to network with people, there are gift items that are available for you. There's a lot of goodies. It's a totally different experience. You don't want to travel all the way to Thailand to be sitting on row 60 backwards. You're not going to get the flow of the event, right? So you want to be in front. And this is what other leaders are doing in different countries. They just finished an event in Poland, and most of the leaders in Poland there are just collecting their VIP tickets for their team so that they can be in front seat. Okay, like I said, if you've attended a global event, it changes the complexion of this business opportunity. If you've never taken it serious, please try to find your way to the global event. You will meet people, same like minds, people who are taking this business to a different level entirely. And that alone can give you an outlook on whatever it is you may have missed or you need to tweak in order to make this business your own and take full advantage of the business. So that is about Thailand. All right. So again, we have other events that are happening around town, other physical life events happening around town. So we have in Mina, we have in Bida, we have in Abuja, we have in Port Harcourt, we have Onitsha, Asaba. Okay. So you may want to check if you're on the group, please go to the live events. If you're on the group, go to the live events. You'll definitely see the schedule of events that are happening in a town near you. Or if you have a friend near you, you can always direct them to that. If you have a friend in a town where they are having that event, you may want to direct them to that event, right? Because again, if you decide that you don't want to expand this, well, it's optional, like I said, but your friend may likely join because somebody took the courage to tell them about it. Okay. And if you don't tell your friends about it, somebody will. So it makes sense that if you are doing something legal and credible, you should not let your friend know. After all, if there's a problem, the friend will come to you. So if you have something that is good and makes sense, why don't you just share that with a friend? Okay. There's no harm in showing somebody what it is you're doing. The person can make a choice or take a choice whether they want to do the business or not. But if you have it from the mindset that you are showing people an opportunity where they can do their 9 to 5, they can do any other thing that they love, and they are earning passively from a legal and credible business opportunity or capped with insurance, then I don't think that there's anybody that would not want to jump at that opportunity, right? So please take a look at your back end. It's yours, it's your business. Once you understand it, it's a very, very fantastic recruiting tool to people because you can just open your back end, whether it's your tag back end or it's your AiTech back end, to show them that, look, this is what I'm earning every week because I'm sharing this opportunity with people. It's legal, credible. I've done my withdrawals and I'm enjoying my withdrawals, okay? And of course, this is what I'm earning on my tag back end. So for me, I'm making it a full career, okay? And I advise those who are on the call here, those who like to network, those who like to share good opportunities, to take a look at this and try to make it work, sincerely speaking. If you need help from any of the resource persons on the group, just indicate that you need help, and somebody would always guide you to show you the right way or the right things to do in order to ensure that you boost your own opportunity to earn passively. Okay. It's not just only to earn rewards every single day. You take this business, there's a business aspect to this opportunity, and that is what Genius Investors is available here to help you do. And that's the essence of this call. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I'll hand you back to our moderator, Coach Lorenzo, who will finalize on this. I'm available for questions if anyone has a question for me. Thank you. Coach Lorenzo?
Yes, thank you, Etwen. Thank you for taking your time to explain all of this. So, gentlemen and ladies, it's time for questions, feedback. I think somebody's hand is up. Peter, please, can you unmute yourself and speak if you have a
Hello, good evening,
question?
sir.
Yes, good evening.
Thank you very much. It's always a plus each time we gather like this to hear our coach deliver on the back end and show us the way about it. Thank you so much. Well,
Welcome.
there's something I needed to know. You know, see, when we go to the MT5 and a trade is done for the day or for the week or for the month, we get to see the profits up blue. And, like we are told that for every profit, we get 70%, while the organization and all the other people, they share 30%. But there's something I'm actually trying to know, because now that
Please,
profit we
Ask
are
your
seeing
questions,
up,
please. Okay.
that's where I'm going to. That's where I'm
Okay.
going to. That is why I'm explaining so that I can. Now that profit we're actually seeing up, is it from that, now that we saw that maybe if it is $20, have they removed their percent from it already, or it is when it comes to the back office they remove? Because there's something I observe. That's why I'm asking. I don't know whether you get what I'm asking. Did you
yes,
get it?
your question is noted. Etwen,
Okay.
you want to answer?
Okay, so just for clarity, you're talking about, are you speaking to MT5 or you're speaking to the tag back end?
Both.
Both.
What I'm
His
actually yes,
question,
both.
his question is simple. Please, if you're asking a question, try not to do a presentation. His question is this, if
I'm
I'm to
sorry.
rephrase it. On my MT5, I see profit in blue color. The amount there, does it include, is it everything that is mine?
Good.
Or I have to deduct the 70%? And where is the 70% deducted? This is at my back end when I want to withdraw in tag markets, or is already deducted on my NT5?
Okay.
That's the
All right.
question.
Thanks. Thanks for that. Okay. So when you see the blue or the profits that come in every day, that profit is 100%. Okay. The profit is 100%. It is the same reflection you will see on your tag back end. The 30% is always deducted on Saturdays. Okay. And you will always see a statement. Please check. You will always see a statement on Saturday saying PF deduction. Okay. That PF deduction is the 30% of the total profits you have made for that week. And also when you go to your back end, when it's synchronized, the money that is available for you on your tag backend, the money available for you to withdraw is 70% of your earnings. I hope this is clear.
Very clear. Very
Thank
clear.
you. Thank you for the
I
feedback.
also need to understand what is P and L at the back end.
Okay, so it's profit and loss. So if it is red, it's just a balance of it's just a balance of what is coming in and what is going out of your account. So if it's green, that means it is a positive. Okay. If it is red, that means it's a negative. So it means that you're actually losing money. If it's negative, you're actually losing money. I mean, it's positive, that means you're actually gaining money. So P&L is profit and loss.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Daniel, you can kindly unmute.
Good evening, Coach Twain.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, thank you so much for the presentation. Please, I want to ask, can you change your wallet address, crypto wallet address?
Oh,
If you
for
can,
withdrawals.
yes,
Continue.
because actually one of my downlines made a mistake, and we are trying to change their.
Okay. All right. So if I understand you well, you want to find out if you can change. So unfortunately for now, you can't change. What you can do is that you can add. So you can have multiple addresses. Okay. So you can add another crypto address to your own address. So this address is just one. You can have two, you can have three. I have an account I manage, I have four. All right. The only
Okay.
catch there is that you need to know which of those accounts, right? You need to know the
Yeah.
accounts. So if for you to know the accounts, you are taking cognizance of the last four characters or last five characters tied to the
Yeah.
particular wallet that provided you that address. Okay? Tied to the
Okay.
particular wallet. So in this particular case, if you are going to add additional wallets, that wallet is going to come under here, right? You will see a second line showing you another crypto address. Okay? So again, you are going to pay attention to the last five characters because that is what differentiates the first one from the second one. So when you are making your withdrawal, you will have two options come out. The first one and the second one in order of their appearance. Okay?
Yes.
It will come
Yeah.
out in order of their appearance, and then you now know that the second one is the correct one. Of course, you would have vetted it with the last five characters, and then you now click on it and then continue your withdrawal process. So you may not be able to remove a one that was erroneously put. You may not do that, but what you can do is you can add more wallets and
Okay.
then you can choose the right one when it's ready for withdrawal.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Coach Christie, please help provide that compounding calculator. Someone on the chat box is requesting for that. Please help provide the compounding calculator for the gentleman. Okay. Any other questions? I need a bit of explanation about reinvestment and compounding. So they are basically the same thing. In this case, let me see. They're basically the same thing. So when you're reinvesting, when you're compounding means that you are adding to your existing profit. Okay, so you're taking your existing capital. So you're taking your profit and you're adding to the capital. That is compounding. So you can compound. Coach Christie would provide the link. There's a link that we have. Okay, so you can check there. There's a compounding calculator. So you can play with the figures. I have this capital, my expected return on investment in terms of profits. Okay, so my expected return on investment. I've muted. Don't worry. My expected return on investment is so percentage per month, and I want to be compounding daily. I want to compound weekly. I want to compound monthly. All right. So what will be my value after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? So that compounding calculator, if you check the charts group, they've put it there. So you can use that compounding calculator and then see what it looks like. And then that can make you decide how you want to grow your finances. Okay. So the question you want to ask yourself, how do I become a millionaire? If I want to become a millionaire in 3 years, what will I need? What will be my initial deposit and how long do I need to compound? Taking into consideration that TAG is doing roughly about 1%. Of course, TAG does higher than that, but we're using 1% as a safety margin, right? Or as a base margin for that calculation. So you can do that, and then if weekly can take you 3 years to get there, fine. If monthly would take you 5 years to get to $1 million, fine. If daily can take you 1.5 years, you now decide whatever it is that works for you, and then you can start doing your compounding. But compounding, like I said, is easy. Whatever it is, whenever it is you come to your back end, just click the reinvest button, put in the figure that you have there, as long as it's up to $1, and then click on upgrade. It automatically compounds. Bakare, please let me know if I answered your question. In Yabong, you still have your hands up. You want to ask a question?
No,
Anybody
I'm not
has a
asking
question?
any question.
All right. So any other questions? Okay,
I
so
have, I have. Good evening, sir.
good
Good evening, sir.
evening,
Yeah,
Bakare.
please. Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for your class and explaining how we can maximize the opportunity here. Please, I want you to go over this reinvestment of your profit and this compounding interest, right? Because of I understand something about finance that when you compound, it now give you room to make more money because of, for instance, if it's like $100 at day one and you made a profit of $2, then at day two it's now become 102, and you definitely not make $2 as profit. You make 2 point something, and when you compare that 2 point something to what you have, it will now be making it 104 point something, right? So the capital is now increasing daily, and you are making more money daily. And when it compounds, it's brilliant. So I just need you to explain how we can go over that again, so I can click to that, sir.
All right. So again, look at my screen. If you can see my screen, I've clicked on that link. If you check, Coach Christie had responded to your request. I've clicked on that link, and that is the link that is showing on my screen right now. Okay. So if I tell myself, all right, that I want to start with 1,000, or let's say $2,000. Okay, so I want to start with $2,000 or $2,000, yes. Okay, so tag would do roughly about 1%, 16.8% a month. Okay, all right, average 1% per month, and that is tag. Sorry, that is Sonic, right? Sonic, remember Sonic, the calculation is 1%, and I want to compound all my earnings in a space of 2 years, for example. So I want to compound all my earnings in a space of 2 years. So if I'm going to run the simulation, I click simulation run. Okay. Let me see, what does it do? Run simulation. All right. Let's see. Run simulation. Maybe there's something I'm not actually doing here properly. Okay, so all right. Okay, so let's original top up. Okay, no. All right, maybe I think it's my side, but let me just do something simple. Forex calculation. Forex compounding calculator. All right, so this is it. So yes, you are correct with that. Once you are doing something, once you are compounding every single time, okay, it increases what you're earning. So let's say I'm starting with the 2,000, okay. We know that roughly around 16.8% every month. It's as long as Sonic is doing 1%, you get 16.8%. But if Sonic does more than 1%, then you get more than 16.8%. So we take 16.8% as the basis average monthly. We are going to compound this for 3 years, okay? And we are going to do this every month, for example, okay? Every month. So what it means is that at the end of 3 years, I would have, my 2,000 would have become $535,000 if I'm compounding everything, okay? 535. If I want to make my targets a little bit, I want to increase, okay? I want to be focused. I can decide to do this every week. So I change it to the week, okay? And then I click calculate, and then you can see that the money increases, okay? So somebody is doing that reinvest button once a month. Another person is doing it every week. So you can see that that increases to 755,000. But there's somebody that says, look, I have all the day in the world. Every day before I sleep, I just go and compound every day. So the person decides to choose daily, okay? And the person clicks on the daily. You can see that that is actually more, over roughly 90-something thousand dollars extra by just compounding every day. So you see how that compounding works. I think I'll need to check with Coach Christie concerning that this strategy to see. But this one will give you a more accurate feel because this is conditioned for the Sonic trading. All right, I will just check on the site again, and then we'll post the calculator back on the group so that everyone can use and make use of the calculator. Let me see. So this is just a simple compounding calculator that gives you an idea of what the earnings are like. And you can choose your own strategy, whatever it is. Pick your strategy. Some people do per trade, others do per day, others do per week, other people will do per month. Everybody's financial goal is different. So you can pick your financial goal and ask yourself, I want to make $1 million in 3 years with Sonic. Okay. So people are different. Again, it's a compounding class. You can always have another class on compounding. Somebody may start with 5,000 and says he only wants to be compounding 50% of his earning in three years daily, right? Meaning that in 3 years he's going to every day he will take 50% of his money out and then compound 50%. And then once he clicks that, to give him 102,000, you see that the figures are now different because of the different strategies. So if he does 16.8 every day for 3 years, that is $2 million. Again, so choose your strategy that works for you. It's your financial decision on how you want to manage your independence, financial independence. But this is a very, very great tool. And then we'll check on this site just to be sure that the controls are working in order for you to be able to do that. And why this site is fantastic is that if you want to calculate that you want to be topping up some amount every month or every month, if I want to do a top up every month, right? So you can do that and also do the calculation, and then it gives you whatever it is it needs to give you. That's a fantastic thing about this site. So we'll check out the site again, check the controls, make sure the controls are working properly, and then we'll post that out on the group. All right. So I hope I was able to answer your question. Peter?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, for clarity purpose, I want to really understand the initial the smallest deposit anybody can do. I was told is $10.
Yes, please.
But the reinvestment, you said anything we can